Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be discussing the IELTS reading module. Many students complain about the difficulty of the IELTS reading module especially. Trust me guys, if you have the right strategy, reading won't be difficult. Okay, so we need to just focus on the tips and tricks I'll be giving in this video. Right, so in this video, I'll be discussing the passage 3 of Cambridge IELTS 16 Test 1 Academic Reading Module. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe so it will be helpful for more and more students. Right, let's jump into the subject now. So initially I just want to show you what do I have. See, here I have the passage named The Future of Work. This is the first page. Here I have some paragraphs, and this is the second page. Here also we are having some paragraphs, and then we have the questions. These are the multiple choice questions, right? And then we are having some fill-ups, fill in the blanks, and we have to choose the right word as well. So a list is also given here. Next, we have matched the information. Some authors' names are given and we have to match which author has told the above information. Right guys, let's start our video quickly. The first paragraph tells us about dash. So we have to read the first paragraph and come back to this question. Okay, let's read the first paragraph. What does it say? According to a leading business consultancy, 3 to 14% of the global workforce will need to switch to a different occupation within the next 10 to 15 years, and all workers will need to adapt as their occupations evolve alongside increasingly capable machines. Automation or embedded artificial intelligence is one aspect of the disruptive effects of technology on the labor market. Disembodied AI, like the algorithms running in our smartphones, is another. So one is this embedded artificial intelligence is one aspect, and this disembodied artificial intelligence is another aspect. So let's look at the options and let us try to understand. Right, the first para tells us about the kind of jobs that will be most affected by the growth of AI. No, he did not tell about any types of jobs that are going to be affected, so this is clearly not the answer. B, the extent to which AI will alter the nature of the work that people do. They have told us about something, so let's put B on hold. Okay, let's continue further. The proportion of the world's labor force who will have jobs in AI in the future. No, he did not talk about this. Next, the difference between ways that embodied and disembodied AI will impact on workers. No, he told us that this is one type of AI and this is the second type of aspect, but he did not tell the difference between embodied and disembodied, right? So clearly B will be the right option. Guys, always in multiple choice, going with the elimination method is a very useful one. See, here we have eliminated the wrong answers, right? So A, C, D, they are eliminated. So the option which is remaining is only B. So clearly B is the answer. This is one method of getting the right answer. Still, I'll give you the logical explanation for this. See what is written here. The extent to which AI will alter the nature of the work. It says that the global workforce will need to switch to a different occupation in the next 10 to 15 years. This is the extent to which the AI, artificial, and all workers will need to adapt their occupations, evolve alongside increasingly capable machines. So this is the machines is nothing but AI. So this is the extent to which AI will alter the nature of the work. So the global workforce, that 3 to 14%, they have to switch to a new occupation, new job or a new business in the next 10 to 15 years because of this AI. So this is the extent of AI, right? So B is the right answer. So let's read the next question. According to the second paragraph, what is Stella Budgety's view of the knowledge economy? So what does Stella Budgety's view, what does she say about the knowledge economy? That's what we have to find out. Right, let's move to the second paragraph. Dr. Stella Budgety from the Cambridge Judge Business School believes that some of the most fundamental changes are happening as a result of the algorithmication of jobs that are dependent on data rather than on production, the so-called knowledge economy. Wow, we got the keyword here. Algorithms are capable of learning from data to undertake tasks that previously needed human judgment, such as reading the legal contracts, analyzing medical scans, and gathering market intelligence. Okay, let's read the options now. It is having an influence on the number of jobs available, knowledge economy. Is it having an influence on number of jobs available? No, I don't think so. In the passage, he never said that the knowledge economy is having an influence on the number of jobs available. It is changing people's attitudes towards their occupations. No, she didn't tell that. It is the main reason why the production sector is declining. So in the passage, they never spoke about this production sector. So C cannot be answered clearly. It is a key factor driving current developments in the workplace. Yes. There are some current developments in the workplace. Yes. See, algorithms are capable of learning from data to undertake tasks that previously needed human judgment. See, previously needed human judgment, but now human judgment is not required because the algorithms can read and they can learn from the data, such as reading the legal contracts, analyzing the scans, and gathering the market intelligence, right? So I think D is the right answer, right? Because it is a key factor driving current developments in the workspace. So those are the developments we previously which need the human judgment, but now they are not required. So it is a development, right? So what's the next question? What did Pachadi observe at the telecommunications company? So this is our keyword, telecommunications company. Where is it? Let's scan the passage quickly. This is called skimming and scanning. Can we see anything like telecommunications? Where can we see telecommunications, guys? No. I think here it is, telecommunications company, right? Let's read the passage then. Another issue is the extent to which the technology influences or even controls the workforce. For over 2 years, Pachadi monitored a telecommunications company. Yes, we are on the right track. The way telecom salespeople work is through personal and frequent contact with clients, using the benefit of experience to assess a situation and reach a decision. However, the company had started using an algorithm that defined when account managers should contact certain customers about which kind of campaigns and what to offer them. Wow, let's read further. The algorithm, usually built by external designers, often becomes the keeper of knowledge. She explains, in cases like this, Pachadi believes a short-sighted view begins to creep into workplaces whereby the workers learn through the algorithm's eyes and become dependent on its instructions. Alternative explorations where experimentation and human instinct lead to progress in new ideas are effectively discouraged. Okay. Pachadi and colleagues even observed people developing strategies to make the algorithm work to their own advantage. We are seeing cases where workers feed the algorithm with false data to reach their targets, she reports. Okay, now let's look at the options. Staff disagreeing with the recommendation of AI. No, staff, they are not disagreeing with anyone. This is not given. Staff feeling resentful about the intrusion of AI in their work. No, she did not talk about this. Staff making sure that AI produces the results they want. Oh yes, of course they want. Of course they see. I'll show you what is there in the last para. Even observed people developing strategies to make algorithm work to their own advantage. Means the staff, they are making the algorithm to work as per their own advantage. We are seeing cases where workers feed the algorithm with false data to reach their targets. See what these guys are doing. So this is wrong, right? So I think this is the right answer. C. Staff making sure that AI produces the results they want. See, using it to their own advantage. So this is the keyword here. So 29 is clearly C. In his recently published research, Evan McGaughey. Let's see, where is this guy? Our guy is here. So Dr. Evan McGaughey at Cambridge Centre for Business Research and King's College London agrees that apocalyptic views about the future of the work are misguided. It's the laws that restrict the supply of capital to the job market, not the advent of new technologies that causes the unemployment. Wow. Let's read further to understand. His recently published research answers the question of whether automation, AI, and robotics will mean a jobless future by looking at the causes of unemployment. History is clear that change can mean redundancies, but social policies can tackle this through retraining and redeployment. Okay. He adds, see, if there is going to be change to jobs as a result of AI and robotics, then I'd like to see government seizing the opportunity. So this is the keyword, government seizing the opportunity to improve the policy to enforce good job security. We can reprogram the law to prepare for a fairer future of work and leisure. McGaughey's findings are a call to arms to leaders of organizations, governments, and banks to preempt the coming changes with bold new policies that guarantee full employment, fair incomes, and a thriving economic democracy. Yes. The promises of these new technologies are astounding. They deliver humankind the capacity to live in a way that nobody could have once imagined. Just as the Industrial Revolution brought people past subsistence agriculture and the corporate revolution enabled mass production, a third revolution has been pronounced. But it will not only be one of the technology, the next revolution will be social. Okay. So challenges the idea that redundancy is a negative thing. No, he talks about redundancy here. See guys, history is clear that change can mean redundancies, but social policies can tackle this through retraining and redeployment. So he doesn't say that redundancy is a negative thing, so he is wrong. Shows the profound effect of mass unemployment on the society. No. Highlights some differences between past and future job losses. Not at all. D. Illustrates how changes in job market can be successfully handled. Yes, it is given here. See guys, the same sentence. Social policies can tackle this through retraining and redeployment. That's what he explained here. He said that government seizing the opportunity to improve the policy to enforce good job security. Yes, of course. And he finds are a call to arms to leaders of the organizations, governments, and banks to preempt the coming changes with bold new policies that guarantee full employment, fair incomes, and a thriving economic democracy. Yes, so D is the right answer. Please comment in the comment section so that I would know if I have to make any changes in my teaching, or if you have any doubts regarding any particular question in the particular section. Okay, please comment guys. That would be your feedback is really valuable for me. I'll take it in a positive way. Okay, so Stella Bachidi of Cambridge Judge Business School has been focusing on the algorithmification of jobs which rely not on production but on dash. Yes, see here it is the keyword, algorithmification of jobs that are dependent on data rather than on production. So here it should be data actually, but we have been given a list here, so we have to pick data. Is there any data here? No. So which is the closest word to data? Information. Yes, so the answer is G. Okay, you should not write data guys. G is the right answer. Okay, because he already gave a list, we have to pick the words from the list only. We cannot write the word here like this. Okay, so G is the right answer. Right. While monitoring a telecommunications company, Pachadi observed a growing dash on the recommendations made by AI as workers began to learn through the algorithm's eyes. Here we have the word called algorithmic eyes, guys. Can you see this? Let's read this sentence. In cases like this, Pachadi believes that a short-sighted view begins to creep into working practices whereby workers learn through the algorithm's eyes and become dependent on its instructions. Wow. Yes, Pachadi observed a growing dependence on the recommendations made by the AI. Recommendations means instructions. Here he gave recommendations. Here he gave instructions. So this is the synonym he is using here. The IELTS guys always they play with synonyms, guys. You have to know a wide range of synonyms to answer the reading section easily. You have to know the synonyms and its meanings as well. Your vocabulary should be really strong in order to crack this IELTS. Right? So it is dependent. What is the nearest word for dependence? Reliance, of course. Reliance means dependence, right? So E is the right answer here. Clear? Next. Meanwhile, staff are deterred from experimenting and using their own dash and are therefore prevented from achieving innovation. Wow. So staff are deterred from experimenting and using their own dash. So we will look for experimentations. So alternative explorations, where experimentation and human instinct led to the progress in new ideas, are effectively discouraged. That's what he's talking about. Staff are deterred means discouraged from experimentation in using their own, see, human instinct, okay, their own instinct, and are therefore prevented from achieving innovation. Instinct, is there any word called instinct? No. So which is the nearest word for instinct? Yes, intuition. Intuition means instinct. So C is right. Okay. Let's look at the next one. To avoid the kind of situations which Pachadi observed, researchers are trying to make AI's decision-making process easier to comprehend and to increase users' dash with regard to the technology. Okay. Right, guys. Let's read from here. It's scenarios like these that many researchers are working to avoid, right? Their objective is to make AI technologies more trustworthy and transparent so that organizations and individuals understand how AI decisions are made. In the meantime, says Pachadi, we need to make sure we fully understand the dilemmas that this new world arises regarding expertise, occupational boundaries, and control. So, it is given here. What is it given? To avoid the kind of situations which Pachadi observed, researchers are trying to make AI decision-making process easier to comprehend and to increase the user's dash with regard to the technology. Users, I think the nearest word is confidence. Yes, users' confidence. So F is the right. Let's move to the next section, guys, which is the match the information, right? So he has given the names of the scientists or the people who spoke about this: Stella Pachadi, Hamish Lowe, and Ivan McGaughey. And he has given some statements, and we have to match the statements with the alphabets mainly. Okay. So what is the guys here? There is one instruction note. You may use any letter more than once. Okay. So I can use A as many times as possible, B as many times as possible, C as many times as possible, not only once. Okay, if he is giving this instruction, then it means that definitely the answer will repeat. So it is a hint, guys. So be careful, okay? Please note it. So first one, greater levels of automation will not result in lower employment. Who said this? I think we have to still read what Mr. Hamish Lowe has said, right? I think we have to read from here. I think we have missed these two paragraphs, right? So economist Professor Hamish Lowe believes that future of work will involve major transition across the whole life course of everyone. The traditional trajectory of full-time education followed by full-time work followed by pension retirement is a thing in the past. Instead, he envisages a multi-stage employment life where retraining happens across the life course and where multiple jobs and no job happen by choice at different stages. On the subject of job losses, Lowe believes the predictions are founded on the fallacy. Okay, it assumes that the number of jobs is fixed. If in 30 years half of 100 jobs are being carried out by robots, it doesn't mean that we are left with just 50 jobs for humans. The number of jobs will increase. We would expect there to be 150 jobs. Yes, so he says that jobs are increasing. I think 35 is matching to what Lowe has said, right? Greater levels of automation will not result in lower employment. We just read it, guys. Yes, he just explained us by using an example, right? If jobs become half, it doesn't mean 50 jobs will be left out of 100. It means 150 jobs will be created. So 35 is clearly B. It is Mr. Hamish Lowe who has said this. Okay, so let's move to the next one. There are several reasons why AI is appealing to the businesses. Okay, who said this? In many cases, they can outperform humans, says Pachdi. Organizations are attracted to using algorithms because they want to make choices based on what they consider is perfect information, as well as to reduce cost and enhance the productivity. Wow, this is why it is appealing to the businesses. Why? They can outperform humans is the first reason. They can reduce the costs, they can enhance the productivity, right? So who said this? Pachdi, right? So there are several reasons why AI is appealing to the businesses. Who said this? This Pachdi, yeah. So it is clearly A. Next one. AI's potential to transform people's lives has parallels with major cultural shifts which occurred in previous eras. Okay. So what is the keyword here? AI's potential to transform people's lives has parallels with major cultural shifts which occurred in the previous eras. Okay, let's see who has said this. Okay, democracy. The promises of these new technologies are astounding. They deliver mankind the capacity to live in a way that nobody could have imagined. Just as the Industrial Revolution brought. Yes, we got the answer. Just as the Industrial Revolution brought people past subsistence agriculture and the corporate revolution enabled mass production and third revolution has been pronounced, but it will not only be one of the technology, the next revolution will be social. That's what he was talking about. AI's potential to transform people's life has parallels with major cultural shifts which occurred in the previous eras. So 37 is Miss McGaughey he's talking about. Yeah, he talked about the previous eras, right? So industrial revolution brought for the past subsistence agriculture and the corporate revolution enabled mass production. So these are the cultural shifts which happened in the previous eras. That's what he was talking about, right, guys? Next, let's move to the 38th one then. It is important to be aware of the range of problems that AI causes. It is important to be aware of the range of problems that AI causes. Okay, let's explore the paragraphs again. But these enhancements are not without consequences. Right? If routine cognitive tasks are taken over by AI, how do professions develop their future experts? One way of learning about a job is legitimate peripheral participation. A novice stands next to experts and learns by observation. If this isn't happening, then you need to find new ways to learn. Right, guys? See, I think this Pachdi has told this. But these enhancements are not without consequences. Consequences means problems. A range of problems. What is the problem? This one. How can professionals develop a future experts? Because novices, they stand next to the experts and they learn by observation. That's what she's talking about. It is important to be aware of the range of problems that AI causes. So this is something what Pachdi has told us. So answer is A clearly. Next one, 39 guys. People are going to follow a less conventional career path than in the past. Less conventional. So what is the keyword here? Less conventional career path than in the past. So he's comparing the present and the past. So who said this? Let's explore again. Now see this sentence guys. The traditional trajectory of full-time education followed by full-time work followed by pension retirement is a thing of the past, says Lowe. He envisages a multi-stage employment life, one where retraining happens across the life course and where multiple jobs and no job happen by choice at different stages. Yes, Mr. Yes. People are going to follow a less conventional career path than in the past. What is the conventional career path? This is the conventional career path, means getting a full-time education, getting a full-time job, and then getting the pension after the retirement. This is a conventional career path. But that used to happen in the past. Now it is not going to happen, right? Now retraining will happen across the lives and multiple jobs, and no job will happen by choices different stages. So they have to continuously learn and train again. So this is what Mr. Lowe has said, right? So it is B clearly. Last one guys. Authorities should take measures to ensure that there will be adequate paid work for everyone. So authorities is the keyword. Should take measures to ensure that there will be adequate paid work for everyone. Authorities means governments, officials. See, if there is going to be change to jobs as a result of AI and robot, then I'd see governments, authorities, governments seizing the opportunity to improve policy to enforce good job security. We can reprogram the law. Okay. To prepare for a fairer future of work and leisure. Okay, and also he talks about the organizations, governments and banks to preempt the coming changes with new bold policies that guarantee full employment, fair income and thriving economic democracy. It means adequate paid work for everyone. Authorities means governments. It is said by Mr. Evan. So it is C. Right guys? So with this we have completed the passage 3 of Cambridge 16. Alright guys, then let's meet again in some other new video. Please like, share and subscribe my video if you liked it, and it will be really useful for your friends who are preparing for the IELTS. I wish you all the best for the IELTS. Take care, have a great day. Goodbye.